Welcome to the slop farm. Enjoy the video.
You start by confirming you own the modem or that AT&T authorized removal. This avoids billing problems later. Next, power down the device. Unplug the power and wait 30 seconds to discharge capacitors, then remove Ethernet and coax connectors gently. This prevents connector damage. Once done, label each cable and take a clear photo of the current setup so you can reverse it if needed. Make sure to have a small screwdriver, zip ties, and any return packaging nearby, because you'll need them in the next steps. You now remove the box from its mount. Support the device with one hand and remove any bracket screws with the other to avoid dropping it. Once free, disconnect the phone line, coax, fiber, or Ethernet in the exact order you labeled earlier, because mixed-up fiber handling can cause service damage. When dealing with fiber, cap the end and never look into the connector. After unplugging everything, coil cables neatly and secure them with zip ties so nothing tangles. This makes returns or reinstallation painless. You finish by preparing the unit for return. Only perform a factory reset if AT&T asked you to, because resets erase diagnostic data they may need. Photograph the serial and MAC labels before any reset, then package the device in its original box or equivalent protective packaging and ship it per the carrier instructions to avoid fees. If your goal was replacement and you lose service, reboot the ONT or gateway. Check activation status on your account and contact support. Common fixes include
Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing if we helped you today.